Ooh. Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Scorpio energy. I'll tell you the name of these two decks once I get the cards out, but they're kind of descriptor cards, and then we're going to get tarot on top of it to fill out the story. Keep in mind that everyone can tap into Scorpio energy. You don't have to be a Scorpio sun sign. It might affect Scorpio sun signs a little bit more strongly, but we all kind of deal with our Scorpio aspect. It's water sign energy. It can be the deepest feelings that we experience in life is in Scorpio energy. And Scorpio energy is also when our stinger comes out, when we emotionally feel we need to defend ourselves. And people can harness their Scorpio energy in a positive, loving, moving forward type of manner, having hope, faith, and belief. Or some people reject their Scorpio energy and they only have like touch surface Scorpio emotions. And they can be intimidating, controlling, black and white thinking, can be kind of, I don't know, an investigator practically in relationships because they're very protective. Scorpio is that emotional aspect of ourself that protects us. So some people, because of their fear and insecurities or pride or ego or who knows, selfishness, greed, they end up being much more shadowy in their Scorpio energy. Well, we have return, soulmates, ecstasy, clinging, karma, and passionate. And the bottom of the deck is keep an open mind, be clear-headed, decisive, and kind of try to keep your perspective. So that's interesting. A second chance to reunite with a soulmate. Someone could have had a chance to do that. To maybe for a good time, not a long time. Sometimes, though, when you get into relationships and you don't realize why it really is that you're so attracted to them, maybe isn't really from love. And, it's kind of like something buried in your subconscious so you don't even know what it is really. Who knows? Now that person is maybe clinging to them, obsessing, spying. And there will be karma for your actions. There will be consequences. And then we have passionate at the end. So interesting. Tell us about the return card. Somebody let go of repeating past patterns of the past? Or, especially with the Pisces moon under there, which can be about things hidden beneath the surface, I think someone decided to quit working together with someone emotionally, because the Six of Cups can be where both people are working from an emotional foundation and they're kind of working together in that pure, innocent, hopeful, believing nature. I think someone had an opportunity to have a second chance with someone else and they let go of one relationship and they were keeping it hidden. That's what I think. But we'll find out. Well, let's go ask right away. What were they? Tell us about the Pisces moon card. What were they keeping hidden? What were they keeping hidden? That they were going to end a cycle that maybe was victorious in order to go into a new cycle that they thought would be victorious. And underneath that is Four of Pentacles. So I would definitely say this person who is going to go get in a relationship in this story, they were still clinging to an old foundation. And the reason they're clinging to that old foundation is because They have things hidden beneath the surface that in order for them to move forward and to keep moving forward in maybe this positive loving relationship that they were in, they would have to be willing to look at what they keep hidden beneath the surface of their emotions. And they decide, you know what, I can just go be in a relationship with someone else that has miraculously has knocked on, come into my life, just when I was kind of thinking these things myself. And so they decided to go do that. Okay, tell us about, oh, really? Okay. The soulmate, deep love, unity, connection. Okay. Interesting. Yep. This person was in shadowy Scorpio energy, and the relationship they were in was in Gemini energy. It was a loving relationship, and people were taking bold, confident action, and they were kind of maintaining their balance between, nurturing the things they were investing in and taking passionate action on things they were passionate about. But this person who is in shadowy energy was defensive of moving forward and transforming. This person maybe over here could have been more kind of fire energy. This is Sagittarius and this is Aries, and this is willing to take bold, confident action in your life. And Sagittarius is about adventurous, creative, higher education, belief systems and philosophies and stuff like that. And this person was maybe more this energy where they have a little bit more of a win at all costs attitude about looking like a King of Pentacles, wealth, stability. And so over here, this relationship, maybe the foundation that this person more operates from is the Gemini lover's energy, and this person a little bit more operates from shadowy kind of shadowy Scorpio energy. So the Gemini is our air sign energy of communication and flirting and love and manifesting. And this person kind of emotionally comes more from life's about death, sex, taxes. It's all about worldliness, maybe. Oh, and then, yeah, those were also, these two people probably had been in a relationship originally. And I think what they probably did is they let go. Well, let's see. They were kind of working together, but this person became defensive about moving forward and transforming, and their partner was willing to go through all these things to shed the old and give birth to the new. So this person decided to, well, not the, I think this one was kind of in the positive energy before, just because I think the King of Pentacles would have been a little bit more like this. But anyway, it kind of maybe triggered this person who had been a King of Pentacles, who maybe had been nurturing a relationship that they were in. They switched over to more of their wand energy of, maybe it's more about wanting to have intimacy with someone. So they could have viewed someone in their past as a love choice. So I think, oh yeah, and the bottom of the deck is the Tower card. So caused a major disruption in the foundation of, needless, the old relationship. I think we're going to come back around on this a second time because I can see where the second relationship could have ended too. Let's go see, but we'll continue on with this one. So they decided they weren't ready to move forward. They would let the other soulmate move forward and they'd go get in a relationship with someone else. So, ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. They were in a mental prison. and had inner conflict about what's victory, what either they got in this new relationship and then they had inner conflict about the victory. Third party can be, or inner conflict about what will be victory. Is victory, who do I want to work together with emotionally, basically, maybe you could say. Underneath that is the Virgo hermit. It's like, yeah, you need to go within and gain some insight and wisdom. Maybe not interact with anyone until you figure it out. Okay, tell us about the clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. Okay. So, they were defensive. The people that they're in relationships with, or at least maybe both of them, maybe both people that they ended up having relationships with, those people probably want to be in relationships with people that have good boundaries. They've learned their lessons from the past and they want to protect their future. And they want people to offer love to the future where people stand in their truth and power and speak their truth. And, instead of being deceiving themselves or being manipulative and deceptive, they keep mentally strategizing how to move forward and fight for the truth, which is that, you know, we trust the universe. We keep having hope and faith and belief to keep learning and growing and expanding. That's probably what the partners wanted. But this person is defensive of doing those things. For one, they'd have to within themselves, they'd have to offer love to their own mind. Maybe there's someone who clinging, they're just probably way up in their head, obsessing and all that stuff. It's like, you need to get out of your head. We need to maintain balance between our heart and our mind. And yes, we need to reason and logic through things, but we can't live like an automaton. Like, no, this is what I want and I must have it. It's like, you know, let's connect in with some emotions here that aren't I must have, and offer some love to your mind so that you can maybe mentally strategize coming down a bit to where you're more of a knight of swords who's, this can be really emotionally detached. This person right now, they could be holding on, obsessing, and spying, but they could be really emotionally detached as a king of swords, where they're not revealing their emotions and stuff like that, maybe because of this inner conflict and mental prison. Maybe they need to speak the truth about the fact that they had taken a risk before, that they were manipulative and deceptive, that they had decided to kind of do what they thought was just and fair in kind of maybe an egotistical manner. And because someone had offered them a new emotional beginning, and so instead of fighting for the truth and being willing to trust the universe to move forward, this person kind of repeated some lessons of the past, maybe. They could also be defensive of making a love offer to someone who does speak their truth. They might be afraid that that person will at them because this person was manipulative and deceptive before. I don't know. Kind of interesting. I kind of wonder if Wonder if they could be clinging to both people and defensive. It's like, oh my gosh, you're mad at me. You were willing to take a leap of faith and move forward, but I decided to go over here, and maybe this person's offering me love, but they want me to speak my truth, and I'm kind of defensive of saying that I was kind of manipulative and deceptive when I moved away from you. So, interesting. Yeah, so underneath that we have the Eight of Cups, walking away emotionally. Maybe because they were in a mental prison and had inner conflict about what was victory. Maybe both relationships ended. And they're defensive of moving forward with either one, even though they're maybe kind of obsessed with both. Who knows? Anyway, somebody walked away emotionally. Tell us about the karma, consequences, cause and effect, debts. What's that card about? Yes. You know, it is definitely karma if the people that they had been in relationships moved away because they saw that this person seemed to have a win at all costs attitude. Well, especially the first person they left. I'm not sure about the second relationship. And those people went within to gain insight and wisdom about the past and what it means to be a stable home, what it means, people, people's own foundations that they operate from. What is a stable home? What is a happy home? What is a creative, inspired home? What kind of home does a person live within themselves? You know, because if you want to come together in joy and celebration like this, it's creative and inspired. It kind of takes both people being creative and inspired. I mean, one person can bring that in, but it's kind of nice if both people have it. And maybe the consequences, because this person now is got themselves into this obsessive thing. Who knows? Maybe there was conflict and fighting with the relationship they got into about moving forward. So, the person they could have been in a relationship with could have been defensive to moving forward in this relationship. They might have felt this person was being deceptive. Why else do they have conflict about moving forward in the relationship? So who knows for sure which one had conflict about moving forward once they got in a relationship. But yeah, I think they might have wanted them to one of them could be mad. The person who left the other relationship could have taken a risk to be in this relationship. And if that other person now is kind of like sneaking away from them and they're kind of being emotionally cold and offering their emotions to kind of live from their mind because they're defensive, well, needless, this person could be mad. It's like, I gave up my other relationship to be in a relationship with you. But it's kind of like they got in a relationship with someone who kind of is doing maybe the same thing to them that they had done to their former partner, and that would be karma. So now they are learning what it means to have to move forward. I guess when somebody, when they're dealing with somebody who has an energy of being emotionally cold and defensive and keeping things hidden because they want to go either be in another relationship or something, that now they're having to go within to gain insight and wisdom. Tell us about the passionate card here at the end. Tell us about this passionate card. Yeah, the other person could have, if one of them had inner conflict about moving forward, this person could have gotten in a relationship with them, and then they were in a mental prison and had inner conflict about moving forward. So the other person could have felt like they were being deceptive and they walked away. Healing and learning their lessons of the past about their foundation that they were clinging to before. And maybe what they were clinging to was, I don't know. Let's ask, what did they think they were going to get? I want to use a deck that hasn't had any cards out of it. Has this one been used? Oh, it's only got 2 cards out of it. We'll use this one. What did they think they were going to get when they got into that other relationship? The person who left a relationship, what did they think? Oh, they thought it was going to be a love connection and move forward with a long-term plan. Okay. So they really thought it was going to work out. And under that is seeing their dreams come into reality. What did the other person think that they got into a relationship with? Now I need another deck. What did they think was going to happen in this relationship? That they would move forward in victory. Okay. What else did they think? What, who knows what people think victory is? Could be just, I had the spotlight on me for like a month. I'm good. Bye. What did they think this victory would involve? Oh, that they let go of shadow energy, fear, insecurity, maybe let go of a Capricorn and let go of a foundation, a 3 of Pentacles foundation, and put in work and effort. Well, what's the problem? Looks like that person wants to move forward with a long-term plan. Okay, I gotta ask. Where are we at? 22 minutes? Well, what's the problem between these 2 people? Looks like it's all good. They think it's a love. Oh. Well, part of the difference is one person could have gotten into it thinking it was a love connection and moving forward with a long-term plan. The other person could have gotten into it to look like they had some type of victory, and treating it more like a job. That could be. Okay, what's the problem between these people? Why is there a problem? Kind of seems like they're maybe on the same page. 2. Maybe to let go of their fears and insecurities in their foundation so they are willing to put in work and effort. Bottom of the deck is third party, 3 of Cups. Well, somebody feels left out in the cold in this situation. We have Virgo and we have Libra. The problem between these people, maybe they both have kind of a lack mentality. Well, it looks like one wanted to move forward in the energy of love. I think the other one the other one could have been hiding from justice. It could have been hiding from karma. Justice is like a karma card. This ecstasy card here. And back here at the beginning, things were hidden, and it might have been hidden that this person, yeah, I don't know, maybe planned to end that relationship, to have a victory. I don't know. Oh, well, this person was in a mental prison. They could have been really competitive because they are someone who gets trapped in their mind, and so then it triggers their competitive energy. They could have gotten into this relationship to look like they were victorious, because the soulmate relationship that ended, this person here had an energy about them of wanting to win at all costs. So they really kind of come from their pride and ego. And when this other relationship ended, they were kind of in their pride and ego to go get in this other relationship. I just don't know who's who. Again, I would say this is the other person, the form, the person we've been carrying the story with. They're defensive of moving forward and offering love and speaking their truth because they've been deceptive and manipulative. And they're afraid that if they move forward, maybe in this relationship, I don't know, that they'd have to speak their truth, or that they are defensive of moving forward and speaking their truth. Maybe they're afraid that the person who they had been in a relationship before, who was willing to take a leap of faith, will speak a truth. Maybe they haven't told their current person that they're in a relationship with exactly why they left their other relationship. Let's go ask why. Why did they leave their other relationship? Because the Page of Pentacles wanted to reunite, so they considered investing with them. It caused maybe some fighting and internal conflict, and it made them defensive to taking action forward with their partner, maybe a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Why did that relationship end? Okay. So, well, great. A Lovers and a King of Wands was trying to balance out his emotions about a King of Pentacles. They wanted to win at all costs, so they let an old foundation go, but then they were in a mental prison and had inner conflict about this victory. They could have been defensive because maybe their former partner that they left is moving forward in love, is speaking their truth, is willing to take a leap of faith, has walked away emotionally. So that's it. Maybe this person just always clings to what they don't have in a way. The person they had been in maybe a relationship with in the past is in positive Gemini energy and is moving forward with a long-term plan. And this person took swift action to go have a victory because they weren't willing to put in the work and effort in their foundation. And they kind of maybe got into a relationship that, well, they didn't want to put in work and effort. So they kind of took, what is that, a Knight of Wands? No. they return to repeat past patterns of the past and maybe reunite with someone from their past. And they weren't willing to put in the hard work and effort. And they rejected a foundation that was willing to put in work and effort. Now they went and got in this other relationship. And now they could be defensive. Maybe just because the other person they've been in a relationship went forward. I don't know. So it could be karma that the person they left behind before has kept moving forward and has gained insight and wisdom and might be maybe moving towards a Virgo and coming together in a relationship with a Virgo and has a passionate new beginning, and they're healing and closing out the former chapter and have stability and abundance. And maybe now either the person who left them or that's in a relationship with someone else feels left out in the cold from Virgo energy and Libra energy, where people put in work and effort to gain insight and understanding to be just and fair. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious what the overall energy of this relationship is that they got into. I'm kind of wondering what kind of deck I can use. Maybe something will come out of here. What's the overall, well, lack mentality, but tell us more about this relationship. Is that an impasse? Acceptance? Yeah, maybe they're just kind of stuck. It's like, you took action to go get in that relationship, and now you might wish that you had stayed in the old relationship, and maybe the relationship you went to the grass wasn't greener, and so now they're kind of bothered. Let's see, what deck do I want to use? What? Oh, did I ever tell you what the name of this deck was over here for this descriptor deck? It's the Mystic Souls Positive Personality Oracle and the Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle, and they're both by the Mystical Blue Moon Tarot. And now another deck by the Mystical Blue Moon Tarot is the Dark Shadow of the Soul Oracle. What kind of shadow aspects did the person who left working together with someone in an emotionally kind of loving connection who had hid that I guess they planned to end that relationship to go have victory with someone else? Oh, they have self-loathing, self-sabotage, sensitive, sexual, sneaky, and racist. And I would take racist. I mean, it can definitely mean what it plainly states. Let's see what the card says. Discriminating, antagonistic, bullying. Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of like, you could almost call it discriminatory that, people have these ideas of what they think is victory in their life. They can be in a loving relationship, but, some people have weird ideas. It's like, who knows? You would know, right? From the weird stuff like, oh no, I only want to date somebody who's over 6 feet tall. Oh no, I only want to date somebody who drives this type of car. If you've ever heard anybody say something dumb like that. Oh no, I want to date somebody who drives this car. It's like, oh my gosh, or it has to be this height, or have this hair color, or has to be a lawyer or a nurse or whatever they want to say. Some people have some really shallow reasoning, and the reason those came out is because this person is obnoxious. They're impulsive, repulsive, and annoying. Wow, sounds like you positive Scorpios who moved away from that person made a good decision. I was kind of thinking that there was a little possibility for redemption here. We do have people who are in positive energy, negative energy, and we all keep repeating past lessons of the past in order to learn our lessons to move forward. So if this person got in this relationship they got into it not necessarily for loving reasons, that maybe they planned to be in it and just leave it and like, I was victorious. Like either I had a victory with that person that they got in this relationship with, or the whole point was because of their competitive energy that when they got out of the other relationship, they just wanted to make it look like they had a victory with someone else, but they had never planned to stay. They actually, sometimes people who are kind of in that toxic energy, they're really trying to make the past person who might have walked away come back. So while they were in this relationship, they were in a mental prison and had inner conflict. They still kind of, maybe the person who left them before was because they were clingy and obsessive and possessive. And this person needs to get out of their mind and get more connected in with their heart and be willing to speak the truth and take a risk and walk away from the old ways of being. And if they were to move forward and go within and gain insight and wisdom about why do people move away, how do people move away, maybe this person doesn't even know the skills of how to do that, but in the passionate, they could have healed, by repeating this past pattern of the past and closed out a cycle of the foundation they used to cling to before, and hopefully they'd be more open-minded. Obscurity, secret, mysteries, concealing. Have an open mind about what was unclear, and sometimes people don't know why they do what they do. There's things hidden kind of in their subconscious and programming from childhood that they're like in denial of, that leaves them conflicted. That it's deep, and that's why before they don't want to really look at it, because it would really maybe disrupt their foundation. Maybe before, they weren't emotionally stable enough to deal with it, but something conflicted about deep commitment. They could be somebody, again, punctual, disciplined, more of the mind, and it's like, you need to be more open up and have your heart open and be a little more receptive, again, with the open heart, because otherwise, I don't know, maybe lusting, calm, spying. And then we go to peaceful, longing, rational. I don't know. But if the person always planned to leave it, if you're kind of crappy like that in a way, you're probably not going to be very proud of yourself. This could be someone who gets in relationships just to self-sabotage it. They act sensitive and sexual, but they're really being sneaky and are antagonistic, bullying, and possibly racist. So I don't know. I guess if any of you left this person, the karma might be that you're moving on. You gained insight and wisdom about their home, their way of being, their mind that they live within. And it's like, I want to have passionate relationships in my life. Again, this person could have lived a little bit more from their mind. And so you're going to heal and close out this chapter on this foundation. And you're going to have an open mind to maybe be willing to move forward in your life and discover the mysteries of life, even though you might feel complicated. It might be conflicting, but you're willing to work through whatever deep things could bubble up to the surface within you about what it means to truly be in a commitment with someone. So there you go, Scorpio energy. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.